Deep within the belly of Petro City, inside a deep orange stone house, Viren was clutching at his throat. In front of him was a television broadcasting a Bollywood comedy movie and some half-finished boxes of snacks he had been eating with his friends an hour ago. He didn't eat any. When his friends asked why, he excused himself by saying he had an ache in the throat and anything with spice in it would hurt him. Ever since the party got over and they went away, Viren had been slouched on the floor, clawing badly at his throat, trying not to die. He knew that his life as a human being was coming to an end. It was his time to leave the human body and return to his original state, his original world, a world where his name was Taraka. Viren was not a human. He was a vampire, not the one who drinks humans' blood, but the one who drank harmful radiation that fell upon the earth due to the weakening of its protective boundaries. After prolonged prayer, he had received the blessing of being incarnated in human form, where he would feed on radiation. Unlike most humans, his body wasn't designed with organs, systems, blood, and bones. His body was made of a substance that fed on radiation that was otherwise harmful and toxic to humans. Inside his body was an arabesque of magnetic pipelines that absorbed this radiation and fueled the system for action. His friends often asked why he didn't bring lunch to the college, why he never went on dinners, why he never had a girlfriend. They thought he was lonely and introvert, but the truth was, he was just different. He had always wanted to be human, even when he was Taraka. But even though he got the blessing, this life often felt like a curse because he couldn't do most of the things that humans do. He couldn't fall in love. Unlike all those, he was not a human. He couldn't eat. He couldn't fall in love. He couldn't kiss another human being or allow them to kiss him. Prolonged contact with him would toxify the human's body and they would die. At the time of his transition into human life, he had been told that there was a limit to how much radiation he could absorb. After a certain time, his magnetic wiring would lose the strength to absorb radiation. At this point, the magneto necklace in his throat would start expanding with pressure, indicating that it was his time to return. As Viren clawed at his throat, he knew the necklace was giving him signal, but he didn't know what to do to return home. He stood in front of the mirror. His throat was turning purple with the accumulated radiation. The magnetic pipelines inside his body were losing the capacity to absorb any more of it, and the necklace in his throat was expanding with pressure. He loosened his clothes, went to the bathroom, and splashed cool water on his face. He felt better, but the ache was as it is, constantly intensifying. He fastened his clothes once again, stepped out of his house, and went on a walk through the city streets. The busy streets of Petro were rumbling with noise and bright lights. Shops, vehicles, people. Every nook and corner was in constant motion. Bordering the streets, the trees rustled lazily, as if exhausted by the buzzing smoke that swirled from both the vehicles and the kitchen chimneys. He kept walking, with the aching throat and a body that felt like it was about to explode. After walking for an hour, he reached the outskirts of the city, near a hilly meadow where the sky was the brightest. The orange glare of the setting sun was reflecting in his burning glassy eyes. He stopped at the edge of a lake and crumbled on the grass. His body exploded and he returned to being Taraka, a fish. "Hey, where did this fish come from?" a man screamed. "What dangerous kind of a fish this looks?" A woman said. They called some men who hauled Taraka in a tub and released it into the ocean, his original home. He was supposed to live in the shadowy dark depths of the ocean, quietly absorbing radiation and protecting humans. Back in the city, the phone in his room blinked with the notification of a text message. "Hey Viren, want to go for a fishing trip?" Nobody answered it.